The stage was set, the tickets were ready, the West End was holding its breath, and just like that, one of the biggest pop stars on the planet walked away from the spotlight.
It is wild.
Welcome to Starscope Report. Join Jordan and Jamie as they uncover Hollywood drama, music industry shakeups, and viral influencer scandals. From red carpet surprises to social media controversies, we dive deep into the stories behind the fame.
We really do.
And today we are taking a deep dive into a massive headline, which is Ariana Grande drops major acting role as she steps away from spotlight.
Right, and we're piecing together exactly what happened behind the scenes here.
Using official theater announcements, reports from celebrity news outlets like People, Unilad, and PBS.
Plus, we got this really great deep dive commentary from Mickey Jo Theater on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
And even, the live, unfiltered reactions from theater fans over on the Broadway Reddit.
Exactly. And just as a quick reminder to you listening, we are impartially reporting the facts and statements exactly as they're presented by these sources.
Right, because we are looking at this fascinating intersection today.
Yeah.
It's the machinery of mega pop stardom crashing headfirst into the grueling, highly demanding world of live theater.
Oh, absolutely.
All while operating under, frankly, the most intense public scrutiny imaginable.
Yeah, so let's get into the bombshell announcement itself. Because Ariana Grande has officially withdrawn from the highly anticipated 2027 London revival of Sunday in the Park with George,
Right.
where she was slated to play the lead roles of Dot and Marie.
And this was supposed to be a massive theatrical debut for her.
Huge. Timed perfectly to follow the momentum of the two Wicked movies.
Exactly. But instead, she has opted to step completely away from visibility.
Which is just shocking. But I guess to understand the magnitude of that decision, you really have to look at the timeline she's currently running.
Oh, for sure. I mean, she right in the middle of her Eternal Sunshine tour.
Which is an absolute juggernaut.
Right. And it wraps up in London on September 1st, ending with this massive 10-night residency at the O2 Arena.
10 consecutive nights.
Yeah. Selling out the O2 for 10 nights is an astonishing feat. But once that final curtain falls, she is hitting the brakes.
Hard.
Her representatives released an exclusive statement to People magazine, confirming that she's going to finish the tour, quote, healthily and happily.
Right.
But after that, she will take a much-deserved break from public-facing work and appearances.
And the explicit catalyst that her team cited for this retreat is the endless, ongoing public scrutiny she's been facing.
Yeah.
I am just completely struck by the timing of all this.
How do you mean?
Well, think about the cultural real estate she is occupying right now.
Right.
She just filmed a massive two-part blockbuster adaptation of Wicked. She is dominating the global touring circuit. And she is abandoning a marquee West End debut.
It seems counterintuitive.
It does. But then when you actually stop and look at the physical toll of what she is doing, it starts to make a lot of sense.
The physical reality is immense. I mean,
Yeah.
You don't have to look far to see the evidence of that.
Yeah.
Mickey Jo Theater on YouTube did a really insightful breakdown of her current schedule.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. And he points out the sheer, undeniable athleticism and stamina required to perform at her level night after night.
Because it's not just standing at a microphone.
No, think about the mechanics of a stadium show.
Yeah.
You are singing live vocals, hitting highly specific choreography marks.
Doing lightning-fast costume changes.
Exactly. And maintaining the sheer kinetic energy required to command a stadium of tens of thousands of people.
It's intense.
It really is not just an artistic endeavor. It is a highly athletic, physically depleting marathon that lasts for months on end.
Right, but I have to push back a little on the phrasing of stepping away from visibility.
Okay, why is that?
Because how does a global superstar of her magnitude, who has these massive Wicked movies about to come out everywhere, actually hide from the spotlight?
That's a fair point.
To me, it sounds less like stepping out of the spotlight and more like surviving a gauntlet. It's like running a grueling marathon while thousands of people critique your running form in real time.
Right, exactly.
On jumbo screens from the sidelines. At some point, you don't just cross the finish line. You have to go hide in the locker room just to breathe.
Yeah, and building on that marathon idea, when you finally make it to that locker room, you are met with silence.
No, you're not.
You are handed a phone where millions of strangers are still dissecting your stride, your breathing, your outfit, your weight.
Ugh, it's so true.
What we are seeing is that the physical exhaustion of a world tour is just half the story. The other half is the intense psychological weight of the internet's microscope.
The internet is relentless.
It is. You simply cannot separate the physical demands of her job from the mental toll of having every single aspect of your existence analyzed.
Right, so she's taking a break to protect her peace. But what exactly pushed the internet's obsession to a boiling point?
That is the big question.
Later in the deep dive, we'll talk about the shocking twist in her personal life that nobody saw coming.
You definitely want to stick around for that.
Yeah, if you're loving these Hollywood twists, make sure you're subscribed. We've got even crazier stories ahead.
So getting back into it, the public discourse surrounding Ariana's body, her health, and her relationships really hit a fever pitch following the July 31st release of her new album, Petal.
Specifically, the music video.
Right, the music video for Petal. But it is crucial to understand that this didn't just happen overnight.
No, it's been building for a while.
This is the result of a steady, escalating drumbeat of public commentary.
And we have to remember the context leading up to this. She has practically begged the public to stop commenting on her body before.
She really has.
Like, she posted a very vulnerable TikTok back in 2023 where she looked directly into the camera and said, "We should be gentler and less comfortable commenting on people's bodies no matter what."
Yeah.
She even addressed it musically in her song Yes And, where she basically draws a hard line.
But the release of the Petal video seemingly overrode those boundaries for a lot of people online.
It just started all over again.
The commentary ignited. And it wasn't just contained to anonymous fans on Twitter or TikTok. It actually crossed over into celebrity-on-celebrity commentary.
Which always makes things so much louder.
Exactly. The viral influencer and actress Jamila Jamil posted some divisive comments on Instagram.
Right, we should mention what those were.
Yeah, she's suggesting that Ariana's team is being, quote, thoroughly irresponsible for allegedly not protecting her.
Which, regardless of how anyone feels about those specific comments, just the fact that major influencers are weighing in highlights how pervasive the discourse has become.
It's everywhere.
It has to be unbelievably exhausting.
Oh, absolutely.
Just imagine having every single outfit, every angle of your face, and every lyric you write dissected by millions of people who are absolutely convinced they know you intimately.
Now, speaking of the lyrics, the scrutiny isn't just about her physical appearance. The internet has been relentlessly obsessing over her romantic life, too.
Oh, the rumor mill has completely latched onto her live performances.
They've transformed her concerts into a nightly investigative exercise.
They really have. Because following her reported split from her Wicked co-star Ethan Slater, she hasn't just been performing her songs normally.
No, she's been actively changing the lyrics while live on tour.
Which is wild. Like, in the original song, she wrote some songs about Ricky, "Now I Listen and Laugh."
Right.
But recently on tour, she changed the lyric to, "Wrote some songs about Ricky, we always find our way back."
And the crowds are obviously going absolutely wild for it.
Of course they are. It sparked massive rumors that she's back with her ex, Ricky Alvarez.
Especially when you combine that with lyrics from her new track, Bad Thing, the Bunny Hop version.
Oh, right, where she sings about meeting by the staircase where they fell in love and wanting to do it twice.
Exactly. When you look at the mechanics of this, it highlights a core issue in modern celebrity culture.
Which is?
The extreme nature of parasocial relationships. An artist's personal life, their breakups, their health, their body, is consumed entirely as public entertainment.
It's all just content to them.
Right. And when you factor in the realities of body dysmorphia or the immense pressure of public expectation, you see how social media acts as a magnifying glass.
It makes everything 10 times bigger.
The public feels a genuine sense of entitlement to her narrative. So the decision to retreat from public-facing work isn't just a scheduling choice. It is a necessary, hard boundary for her own mental health.
But I have to ask, are the people commenting online actually concerned for her health, or are they just treating her life like a spectator sport?
I think for a lot of people it's the latter.
Right. It's like living in a real-time soap opera where the audience thinks they're the writers, and they won't stop trying to rewrite your script.
That is a perfect way to put it.
They want to dictate who she dates, how she looks, and what she does next.
And that toxic, endless loop of pop culture scrutiny is exactly why the prospect of taking on a West End musical becomes impossible.
Because theater is so different.
Theater is not a stadium tour. In an arena, the artist controls the distance. You are 50 feet in the air on a stage, surrounded by security, separated from the crowd by barriers and lights.
You're in a bubble.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A West End schedule is 8 shows a week, in a room where the front row can literally touch the stage.
It's so intimate.
Intimate, unrelenting, and incredibly exposed. You combine the physical stamina required for that schedule with the psychological weight of the current public scrutiny she is under, and it is a situation that is virtually impossible to sustain.
Which leaves a massive vacuum on the London stage.
It does.
And that's not even the wildest part. Wait till you hear how the theater world is actually reacting to losing its biggest ticket.
Yeah, this part is fascinating.
Because despite losing its superstar lead, Sunday in the Park with George is forging ahead for summer 2027 at the Barbican.
They are not canceling.
No, and just for some background, this isn't just a standard musical.
Right, it's Stephen Sondheim and James Lapine's 1984 Pulitzer Prize-winning masterpiece.
It's an incredibly complex, delicate show inspired by Georges Seurat's famous pointillist painting.
So it's high art.
Very much so. And the producers, Empire Street Productions, immediately released a statement offering their complete understanding and support for her decision.
Confirming the show will open as planned.
Right. And Ariana's camp also made sure to note that she cannot wait to support the brilliant team bringing the project to life.
So there's no bad blood there.
Doesn't seem like it.
And the foundation of the show is still incredibly strong. Jonathan Bailey is still set to star as George.
Coming right off Wicked with her.
Right, but in the theater world, he is a massive entity in his own right.
He really is.
He's an Olivier Award winner for his role in Company. And the production still has its powerhouse creative team. Marianne Elliott is directing, and Pam Scott is handling the design.
But I have to admit, I don't totally get the reaction from the Broadway fans on this.
What are they saying?
I was looking through the Red Broadway subreddit, and while there is obvious shock, there is this underlying current of relief from theater purists.
Relief.
Yeah, which is crazy to me. Wouldn't a show want the biggest pop star possible to guarantee ticket sales? Like, does the West End actually need mega pop stars to survive, or does it just invite the wrong kind of chaotic energy?
It's a really great question, and Mickey Joe Theater touched on the mechanics of this in his YouTube commentary.
What did he say?
You have to understand how pop star casting changes a theater's entire ecosystem. Jonathan Bailey is a massive theatrical draw on his own.
Right.
But when you add a global pop star of Ariana's magnitude, you trigger dynamic ticket pricing algorithms that often price out actual traditional theater fans.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think about the algorithms.
Yeah, and furthermore, well, not furthermore, but another point he made is that the audio mixing required for a delicate Sondheim score is completely thrown off if you have an audience of pop fans screaming every time the lead walks on stage.
Oh, that makes total sense.
Not to mention the pure chaos at the stage door every night.
Which is a whole other security nightmare.
Right. So removing a global pop star actually makes the ticketing process and the viewing experience much more accessible for traditional theater goers. It allows the production to stand entirely on its own artistic merits.
It's like stripping the extravagant frosting off a cake. Sure, it looks less flashy on Instagram, but the cake itself is still a Michelin star masterpiece.
Exactly. When you strip that frosting away, the theater purists are thrilled because they finally get to taste the actual cake.
The Sondheim cake.
Right. The fans on Reddit aren't really mourning the loss of the event. They are wildly speculating about who will replace her in the roles of Dot and Marie.
I saw that. Names like Bella Brown are being thrown around.
Who has become a massive West End favorite.
And people are manifesting Philippa Sue or hoping for Alice Fern.
The excitement for the piece itself is still very much alive. The energy has just shifted back to the art rather than the spectacle.
Which is pretty cool to see. Stay tuned and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next in the world of pop culture, because we will definitely be keeping an eye on who actually lands that coveted role.
Definitely. So to pull all of this together, what we are really looking at here is a profound collision of circumstances.
Yeah.
The intense physical demands of a global stadium tour, combined with the truly crushing weight of public scrutiny, ultimately forced a pop icon to make a very difficult choice.
She had to choose her health over a marquee theater debut.
Exactly.
It really asks you to reflect on how you consume celebrity news. You know, when you click on the articles dissecting someone's appearance, or you share the viral videos analyzing their personal life, there is a real, tangible human cost behind those headlines.
There really is. And if you want something to really mull over today, consider the deep irony of this entire situation.
Oh, the irony is thick.
It is. Sunday in the Park with George is a musical literally about the agonizing, isolating process of making art. It explores an artist's total obsession with the work, the sacrifice of their personal life, and the painful reality of being completely misunderstood by the public who consumes that art.
It's incredible. Ariana Grande is stepping away from the musical because she is living out its exact themes in real life.
It's art imitating life, or life imitating art, in the most literal way possible.
You've been listening to Starscope Report, where Jordan and Jamie uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.